What is up, everybody? We got some exciting news from Joe Blackburn. He is the assistant game director for Destiny 2. He's taking a little bit of time to talk about the PvP state within Destiny. I'm just going to read through the tweet thread, and then at the end, got a little bit of a spin to some exciting news for those Gambit lovers out there. It's going to be super quick. So, competitive modes are part of what makes this game special. Cannot imagine a version of D2 that doesn't involve getting a sweet new gun and taking it for a spin in the Crucible. This year, the team has spent a lot of their future-facing effort on plussing up the current Crucible experience. You've seen some of this already in stasis balancing, reputation updates, and shifting weapon metas. Next season, we'll continue to see this effort not only changes to 3 peaking, but also what the team has been planning for the revamp of Trials over Osiris. That we'll have more info on August 24th during the reveal stream. They've got to keep their foot on the gas when it comes to revitalizing PvP pursuits and keeping gameplay metas fresh. This isn't something we'll ever be done with, which is good to know, but they do also have room to grow when it comes to new maps and modes. The first half of 2021, they've been working on the foundation, but now they're spinning up teams on new maps and modes. They believe in this investment, but it's going to take some time before we, as players, start to see results in game. The ultimate goal here is consistency. If you play PvP, the team wants us to understand that we'll be getting new maps and modes every year, and that cadence of those coming out feels predictable. But in order to get predictable, we need to open the faucet again. New maps take time to get right. So to open the faucet for Season 16, the team is working on porting 2 vaulted Destiny 2 maps to be compatible with the new engine updates. When they updated their upgraded their engine with Beyond Light, it means they had to hand port all of the D2 maps and modes. So while it may seem from the outside that we're just pushing a button, there's a significant lift from the team to get more of this content back in rotation. After reprised maps in Season 16, Season 17 will come with a brand new map. There are a bunch of new environments in Destiny 2, and they're excited to start bringing them into the Crucible. Sucks that Season 17 only has 1 map. Finally, after those 3 maps are added to the rotation in 16 and 17, they'll be remastering a D1 map and bringing it into D2 for the first time in Season 18. All this effort is going to be done in parallel with the team looking to fund the far future with a predictable roadmap of maps in Lightfall and beyond. But maps aren't just part of the recipe here. They also know they need to support modes. There are 3 main efforts going on behind the scenes here. First, the team is investigating getting Rift in D2 next year. It's been too long since we've dunked on some Guardians. The Destiny sandbox has sped up in D2, so right now the team is validating that the mode still holds up in our new gameplay. Second, the team is working on multiple brand new modes for 2022. We aren't quite ready to spoil those yet, but they're excited to offer new twists and rules to the ways that we can make Shaxx proud. Finally, after the dust settles on the Trials update in Season 15, they want to look at what other broad systematic improvements the PvP ecosystem needs. They want to provide something on the scale of this Trials rework to players every year. Pretty much saying that then the thread turned into a novel, but he wanted to make sure that they finally shed some light on what's going on behind the scenes there. Overall, they are still very interested in growing the amount of Destiny they make every year, obviously. One way to hold Joe accountable here is by looking at their career pages. They're looking for environment artists, gameplay designers, lighting artists, and more to improve their PvP output. They know we want more Destiny, and we are committed to growing the team that's going to make that possible. Obviously, it's always risky to talk about what's in the oven as dates and specifics might change, but it's been a while since we've talked PvP, and they want players to know that we're working on content for those Guardians who like to spend time with Shaxx and Red Jacks. I just realized that rhymes. So obviously, big thing. We'll have 3 new maps, or I guess 4. We'll have 2 reprised or unvaulted maps for season 16, a brand new one for 17, and a remastered from D1 in season 18. Nothing in terms of maps and modes for season 15, probably just because it's too soon. They do have the big trials update within season 15, so we'll see what that looks like here in a couple weeks. Also, obvious sandbox changes, things like that. New modes, very exciting. I did love Rift in D1. I hope to God it still holds up to the new gameplay style. New modes every year, I feel like that's a little advantageous, since they haven't really done much since I feel like Scorched. They did have the Crucible labs, but that kind of diminished. Other than that, good stuff here. We did get the infamous question from Paul Tassi asking about where's the Gambit thread. Joe responds with, he didn't want to derail the Crucible thread, but long term, they want to get people working on new maps, which is great. Currently, they're playtesting all Gambit Foundation changes for Season 16, so changes soon. They're focusing on heavy, ammo econ, primeval fight, invasion cadence / power, and more. So that will definitely be exciting to see in Season 16. Hopefully we can get a kind of Gambit thread at the end of Season 15. Kind of like what we just did with the Crucible one. If we don't get anything. Maybe if everything goes well, that will be me returning to Gambit as well. Alright. Well, that's all I have for this news update. Till the next time, stay safe, Guardians.